Hello and welcome back to my channel once again. Students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to discuss a topic which is very important, or I can say that essential topic for the environmental conservation and in the field of environment, that is environment pollution या फिर simply pollution. So we will firstly discuss about what is pollution, and then we will discuss in that what are the pollutants. So in this video you are going to have the knowledge about definition of the pollution, and what is pollution and why pollution is bad for the environment, and what effects does it is creating in the environment or the human life, because we also are directly or indirectly dependent upon the biosphere, the environment, for taking anything that is because we are not producers, we are indirectly dependent upon the plants and the different parts of the ecosystem for the well-being and survival of, and we are also a part of that. So it's very important and essential for us to study about the pollution and to know about the pollution, that how it affects our body, how it affects our environment, and how we can get rid of it, and how we remove it from the environment, and why it is necessary to keep the pollution away from the environment. Okay, so let's start the topic. Please continue with me till the end of the video, so that you can get the knowledge for what you have clicked on this video and hope I will justify with that, and be stand on your expectations. So let's start the topic without doing any delay. So what is pollution? The contamination of environment with a harmful and toxic poisonous substance due to certain natural phenomenon and human activities is called environmental pollution or pollution. So guys, here we can discuss on this topic with the start that the mad rat race, it means आधुनिकीकरण और तरक्की के पीछे जो हम भागते हैं ना, उसको हम बोल सकते हैं मैड रैट रेस among the nations over the globe for the development, the health of the man itself. It processed in the agriculture and industry is taken general criteria of development of any countries. The craze resulted in the ultimate exploration of every bit of natural resources. So we are using and exploiting each and every single part of the natural resources. So the splendid plentifulness of the nature is heritage that should be conserved for the future generation and not be spoiled. Such activities of man has adverse effect on all the forms of the living organism in the biosphere, the earth, planet, along with the atmosphere, that is air, land and water, that sustain life is called the biosphere. Biosphere extends into the about 7 km to the earth's surface itself, downward in the ocean to the depth of about 10.67 and vertically into the air about 10 kilometers, where life is found and exists. So unlimited exploitation of the nature by the man, disturbing the decline and the ecological balance between the living and non-living compounds of the biosphere. The unfavorable condition created by the man itself threatened the survival of only for man himself but also for the living organism. The number of species likely to become threatened, endangered or near extinction in the Red Data Book of the IUCN यानी International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, it increased with the time. So India today is among the leading industrial countries of the world. Today we have good industrial infrastructure in the core. So pesticides, detergents, plastic, salts, solvents, fuels, paint, dyes, these all are the examples which can create the pollution and increase the toxic amount inside our body. Thus pollution is a gift of the industrial development due to the lack of development of a culture of pollution control. There is a result of heavy backlog or the gases, liquid and solids pollution in our country. It is to be cleaned Thus, pollution control in our country is a recent environmental concern, not only in the India but in the developing Western world also. Pollution is scared and it's scaring for us. Pollution is man-made problem mainly of affluent countries. The developing countries have been in a mad race to exploit every bit of the natural resources, to conserve them into the goods for the comfort and to explore them to need the developing world. In doing so, industrial countries dump lot of materials in the environment which becomes the pollutants. And one way pollutants has been in fact exported to the developing countries. Or so here a question arises that we have looked out about the introduction to the pollution, and now the question arises that what is pollution? The pollution is an undesirable change in the physical, chemical or the biological characteristics of air, water and soil that may harmful affect the life of the certain potential health hazard of the living organism. So pollution is a harmful to living components and in particular undesirable for the man, affecting the adversity, the industrial progresses, culture and natural assets of the general environment. So any substance that causes pollution is called pollutants. A substance become pollutants when it contains increase beyond a certain permissible limits in the environment. For example, all fertilizers are helpful in increasing the crop yield, but when used in excess they contaminate the ground and surface water also. So what are pollutants? The pollutants are any substance which causes pollution. A pollution may be thus included any chemical or geochemical, dust, sediment, grit, etc. substance, biotic components or its products or the physical factors, that is heat, that is related to the internationally by the man to the environment in such a concentration that may have adverse or harmful effects. A pollutant has also been defined as the any solid, liquid or the gaseous substance present in the concentration more than it has to be and maybe or tend to be the injurious to the environment. So students, here is the full information about the what is pollution and what are pollutants and how it is affecting our environment and why it is essential to get rid of it.